It's never been easier to create a children's coloring book and list it for sale on Amazon. In fact, with the evolution of AI tools right now, it's almost too easy. Look at this simple children's coloring book. The bestsellers rank is hovering around 3,500. When you plug that number into a BSR sales calculator, this one single book is selling roughly 1,300 to 2,000 copies every single month at an average royalty rate of around $3. That's a consistent $800 to $1,300 a month in passive profits from a single book. Because software can now generate beautiful line art in seconds, thousands of people are jumping into KDP thinking it's a get-rich-quick cheat code. They log into an AI generator like ChatGPT or Gemini, type a 3-word prompt, and upload a book 5 minutes later. And then they wonder why they don't make any sales. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact blueprint of how to use this massive AI shift to your advantage without falling into the trap of uploading low-effort AI slop. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. So if this sounds like you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, here's a simple kids coloring book niche that's not too competitive called the Shark Coloring Book for Kids. Now, when I say it's not too competitive, when you look at the total results right here, you can see 608. Typically, I like to look for search results of about 1,000 or less, which basically tells me that the niche is not too competitive. And right here, we can see that it's well below 1,000. Now, Titan's Quick View provides a niche score of 67, so that's pretty high. And the Titans Pro Analysis demand is a 6, opportunity is a 9. Now, the way that I look for demand in any given niche is I look for 3 books, at least 3 of them, that all have a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or less. And so right here, also very important, I look for independently published books. So this first book right here is exactly that, ranked at 88,000. You can see the royalties, about $100 to $200 per month. This book is not a KDP book, but this one right here is a KDP book, ranking about the same as this first book right here. And then the book next to it has about the same ranking, but is making a lot more money in royalties. And that is because of the price point right here. You can see $9.99 versus $6. So this book is making significantly more royalties per book than the first 2 right here with a similar ranking. Now there's this book right here, ranked 350-ish thousand. So right off the bat on the first row, I know that there's already demand for this children's coloring niche. And this is just one example. There are literally dozens upon dozens of children's coloring book niches that are not too competitive. You see another one right here, a couple $100 per month. And then Shark Lovers Coloring Book, ages 4 to 8. This one ranking 336,000. And then if we look at this one, a more generalized book, Ocean Coloring Book for Kids, 19,000 BSR, $1,300 to almost $2,000 per month. Now, typically coloring books have about 40 to 50 illustrations or 50 pages to color. This one has 54 pages of coloring, and so total 111 pages. This is typical price point for coloring books, $9.99. And when we read the sample here, you can see the type of style that this coloring book has. Now, this is something that can definitely be made with AI these days. And you can see another page here. This is a tuna fish. And then some more pages on the back cover. So this type of book, they have names for all of the ocean animals, from sea turtle to pufferfish to octopus. Now, if we take a look at another example, this one's ranking at 56,000, and this one has 30-day royalties, a couple $100 per month. This one also priced at $9.99. The difference is that this is a square size, which is very, very popular with the bold and easy type of coloring book. This one has 51 illustrations, so 110 pages overall. And you can see that the interior is a little bit different. So on the back cover, there's some samples here. As you can see, it looks like something that can definitely be made with modern AI. And the thing is, these are very simple books, nothing too complicated, not a lot of detail with the books, because you are essentially creating these for children. So mothers and fathers and adults will actually buy these books, but the actual coloring will be done by kids, which they are not really that strict when it comes to the quality of the pages. This is where we're going to use AI to completely wipe out the traditional creative bottleneck. If you're working a full-time job or have absolutely zero drawing skills, this is how you're going to automate your production. But remember, we aren't typing generic prompts. Look at the sheer length and detail of this prompt right here. This is not one of those three-worded prompts that you put into Gemini or ChatGPT and hope that it produces exactly what you're looking for. This is a very detailed prompt that basically lays out everything and tells it exactly what it needs to create. So with this prompt, you can see it creates all the prompts needed for a children's coloring book. Now, this one that I chose is going to be about baby sharks. Ensure all prompts include a consistent main character that appears in every illustration with the same recognizable features. This is going to be a simple black and white line drawing in clean coloring book style with bold outlines, perfect for children ages 3 to 8. And then the rest of this prompt is actually to create the rest of the book, the cover, as well as the title, subtitle, the back-end keywords, and all of that good stuff. And right here, you can see use themes with high appeal on Etsy and KDP. So not only can you upload this on KDP, you can also upload this onto Etsy. So let's go ahead, just copy this. And as you can see, I've already copied and pasted this prompt onto ChatGPT. You can see right here, the book concept. Here's the title that it produced, Baby Sharks in the Magical Dream Reef. Also the main character that appears on every page, called Baby Finn, a small smiling baby shark, and all of the features it has right there. Friendly eyes, 3 tiny freckles on each cheek, always cheerful and curious. And then the visual style requirements. This is included in every prompt. Square format, black and white line art, bold, thick outlines, no grayscaling, no shading, no cross hatching. Very, very detailed right here. And then the cover prompt is right here. So with this, you can go ahead and copy and paste this into the same thread. It will go ahead and generate that cover prompt for you. Notice here, there is a title and subtitle that appears on the cover prompt. Now, for any reason you want to go ahead and change these, you can go ahead and change these to reflect the title and subtitle that you want. And then with the story pages, so these are going to be the interior pages, the coloring pages. So here's one right here. Baby Finn waking up inside a cozy seashell bed. So that is the theme of page 1. You have page 2 all the way to page 25, 26. And if you ever needed more, you can just ask ChatGPT to go ahead and create more pages for you. And then for the product description right here, very easy to just copy and paste this into the back end on your book's description. You can also add on to this. I wouldn't just copy and paste this. I would always add more. And then SEO friendly keywords that you go ahead and try and put onto the back end keyword boxes there on Amazon. And so for me, what I like to do with these prompts, instead of copying and pasting, I just say create the cover. So this one specifically is create the cover using the prompt that you provided. And here is the cover that it produced. The title's right here, Baby Sharks in the Magical Dream Reef coloring book. This can be edited out. I can put any title that I want here. I can change this coloring book for kids, but I like to focus on the actual artwork. And this was very vibrant and looks very, very good. Now for the next one, I say create page 1 of the interior. I find it a lot easier than just copy and pasting, and it gives you the same results. So here's page 1. Now if we look at this, here is the baby shark. They're his 2 friends. And as you can see, it looks actually pretty good. You even have something on the bottom here, more like a story coloring book. Everyday adventure begins with a dream. Now for all of the pages, this is exactly what I did. Page 2 of the interior. And I did about 5 pages of this. You can see this one right here. I explore with curiosity, different scene, same character as in every page. And then page 3 is right here. New places help me learn. Page 4 is right here. Notice they're all different scenes. And so there's a lot of variety here. That's really good when it comes to AI produced coloring books. And then page 5 of the interior helping feels good. Now these two pages look a little bit similar. So one thing that you can do is you can say create page 5 of the interior different than page 4, something like that. And then it would force ChatGPT to create something a little bit different so it's not so similar to the previous page. Now, one thing that you want to do when it comes to AI images is you always want to upscale them. And so this is the one that I use called imgupscaler.com. Very easy to use this. You can just drag and drop the images into here. Now, I typically like to do a 400% ratio and then just hit upload and start. It's only going to take a few seconds to actually process this. And you want to do this with all of your images. And I'm going to show you exactly why. Now, if you look at the left-hand side image right here, this is straight from ChatGPT with no upscaling. If I go ahead and zoom in, you can see the lines get distorted. Now on the right side is the upscaled version. When I zoom in, you can see the lines look so much better. It's exactly what you want. Now, when it comes to actually putting your book together, you have all of these images. You need to put it into a cohesive book. I use Canva for this. So I'm going to create a custom design, and right here, units, you want to make that into inches. And this is just the standard square format, and that is 8.5 by 8.5 inches. Create that new design. Now with this first page, typically this is how I like to do it. Add a heading. Right here, I type in this coloring book belongs to. Now you can be a little bit more creative here, but this is typically what I like to do, just the concept of this. I'll just make this a little bit smaller here. And then I'll just put it somewhere in the middle like that. Now, what I like to do is find a font that fits this book. So for children, kind of like more rounded font, something like this. And then what I like to do is I like to hit effects right here, go to outline, color this black, and then looks kind of funny right now. But if you go up here to text color, change that to white, you can see it turns into an outline. And then go back to effects. I'm gonna make the lines a little bit thicker here, and that looks good to me. So now all I need is go here to elements, and then if I go to the line right here, let's just get a line, put it to the bottom here, and I'm just gonna stretch it out, just kind of center it like that, highlight both of these and kind of center it like that. And you can be more creative than this, but this is conceptually what you want to do. Add a page. This is the back side, so this is bleed through page of this page. So think about a marker bleeding into this page. You don't really want another coloring page here. And then you add another page. This is where the first of your ChatGPT images or your AI image goes onto this page. Here's the page right here. Now, this one already has an outline, as you can see here, a border. So what I'm gonna do is actually just stretch it out a little bit and then just center it. And right there, that's good enough. Now, one thing that we can do to add some value here is instead of, you see this font right here, it's not an outline. What we can do is we can hit eraser right here, magic eraser, and let's make this a little bit smaller. And I can go ahead and delete this, and I can change this and put something else here, erase that. And then I'm gonna grab this font right here, copy this, paste it into here, and then type in helping feels good. And we can put this down here, and let me move myself away. And so there you go. Fix that up, this better here. And so that's one way to do this. Add a page. This is the back side of this page. So bleed through page, blank page, add a page, the next one of your images here, and just kind of repeat this process all throughout your book. Center that, go ahead and delete this, eraser, magic eraser, put the brush size down, go ahead and delete all of this, erase, and then go ahead and copy this font right here, put it here, and type in whatever that you want. I am kind to new friends. Now, as you can see, it doesn't fit in there, but what we can do is we can just make it a little bit smaller, and that's still okay. I'm kind to new friends. Add a new page, bleed through page, add another page. This is another image here. And you just kind of do this process over and over again, thinking of ways to add more value to the book. So one way to add value to the book, right, is on the bleed through page. You can kind of design this. So Canva has a nice section right here where you can type in, for example, let's type in sharks, and you're gonna get all of these designs right here. Now I'm looking for something where I can add something nice here, act as a bleed through page, but I don't really see anything. But what you could do is you could add a page like this, and then you could put like a fun fact. You could do fun fact. You can make this smaller right here, and then you can write whatever fun fact you come up with here using AI. And just another fun way to actually add some value. I mean, you could even put a maze here if you want to put a maze. So if you want to put like an activity book, right, instead of fun facts, you can put a maze. And so adds more value to your customer. And then what you can do is type in a shark right here. You look for a black and white shark like this one right here. And then this in the center right there. And this is what you could do with the bleed through pages of your book. Change this into a grayscale color like that. And so anything to add value is really, really positive for books so that you really stick out from the rest of all those AI generated coloring books. Now, in order to save your book, you can just hit share right here. You can go to download it as a PDF print. You can do flattened PDF. Then you can also just right here, make sure all pages is selected. Now, typically you're going to have around 80 plus pages, and then choose CMYK. That's best for professional printing, but you can also do RGB and then hit download. Even though Gemini builds the book in minutes, you still need to put the real time and proper research into your title, your description, and your backend keywords. If you want to grab the list of super prompts that I use in this video, the link is down below. And if you want a more comprehensive help on the entire KDP process from start to finish, go ahead and download my free KDP royalty roadmap. That's also linked in the description down below. It'll guide you through every single publishing step in an easy, highly understandable way to ensure that your book launches without a hitch. If this video helped you see what's possible, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.